Hello and welcome back to another video from Jerba Campervans. Now we asked the group today what video they'd like to see most, and they said they'd love to have a tour of all the vans that we've got in the workshop today. So I'll take you through everything that we're working on. There's some quite exciting builds going on today. We've got a Tarensy high top, which is a short wheelbase high top with a toilet in the back. And Rob's also wiring up this van. He's starting to work on the new Jerba electrical system. So those will be in the video. We'll also have a look at everything else that's going on. It's going to follow me around and we'll start over in the corner. So, David Miller, some of you may know him, is rafting. He's doing a bit of cleaning on this van. This is our 2021 rental T6.1. It's a Salmon. So, I won't spend too long on this one just because this is one of our rentals. And Dave's got quite a bit to do in here, but you'll see this is our Sana layout. So we've got two single beds, two single seats in the front, and we've got the kitchen, full living space in the back. Now I'll just spin around one of the seats and show you the bed layout for those who... So around we go that way, the front seats, and the Sana's super simple. You fold over the base of the rib seat like so, pull this arm, you can see Dave's still not hoovered the back of the seat there, but that's okay. And the Sana layout essentially gives you two single beds, one either side, full kitchen in the back, and you've got this walkway that you can walk up to get to the toilet, which is a unique factor of this van. So I'll get Nathan to go around to the back and we'll look at the toilet. Here we are in the back of the Sana. Now Dave's cleaning the roof, but if he wasn't we would have it popped up, so we'd have loads of headroom here and we'd be able to walk around and do our cooking. We've got a sink here and we've got a wall of hob here. This is a diesel fired hot plate to do a bit of cooking on. And we've also got wardrobes, loads of storage space. And the key element of this van, let's pop this over, the fixed toilet in the back. And it's really simple to use. All you want to do is fold down the sides, lift the lid, and then you can spin out the toilet. And if you'd like a bit of privacy, simply open up the wardrobe door. This pulls over, and we've got a little clip here. And just like that, you've got privacy in the back on the loo. So I'll just fold this away, push it off. And we won't spend too much time in this van, just because we've got loads to cover. But this is basically our Sana rental. We'll go over and see what Gareth's doing in this van. So Gareth's currently doing a gas test on this van. And for all the vans that go out with gas, he'll do both a compressed air test and also a gas pressure test to make sure it doesn't leak with the compressed air and also make sure it doesn't leak with the gas. So we'll also make sure the regulator is working and it's producing the right amount of pressure in the system. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, so Gareth has to sit here and time various tests and write down all the figures he gets, but it's good to know that you're safe when it comes to gas. We'll come around and we'll have a little look in the door of this campervan too. So this van will be our Tyree rental for next year, and it's got a few unique little features inside of it. One thing, it does have a new hob and sink combo unit that will be fitting in our vans. It's a big 2 burner on one side and it's a longer cold water sink on the other side. Now this can be cold or hot water, this one's just been fitted with cold, but a really nice neat unit. So yeah, a neat little new feature in our Jerba Tyree rental for next year. Now if you do rent the Tyree from us next year, this is the one that you'll get, so you're getting a sneak peek, a little preview at what that is. And we've also got a fridge, as comes standard in all our vans, so yeah, looking good. So I talked about the van that Rob is working on, so if we just spin around, it's in this red Cromery, and this is also one of our rental vans for next year. So we're just at that point in the year where we're changing over all our rental vans. The current year ones will go out to those who have purchased them end of season, and we're currently building the new ones, which will be for next year's season. So let's have a look. So this is our Cromery, it's our long wheelbase. It's very similar to the Tyree that we just seen, but it's 400 millimeters longer because it's a long wheelbase. It comes with this extra cupboard basically, and John's putting in the table leg just now. Just behind him, once we get the chance, we'll have a little look at some of the wiring that Rob's putting together, because this is going to have our brand new Jerba electrical control system in it. Now, we use a Sargent control system just now, which is really good, but it does have some limitations moving into new technologies that are becoming available, things like lithium batteries, that sort of thing. So we're building our own system, which means that we can tackle those new technologies head on and incorporate them all into our camper vans in a safe and a really good way, basically. And it will come with a really nice touch screen, and we'll just do what we do best here at Jerba and try and make it as good as we possibly can. So in this one, it just has the Volkswagen AGM battery. It doesn't have any lithium, but you'll see all the extra wiring just here. And these are all basically going to go to a box that we will fit under the driver's seat. So we make a really simple unit which contains everything that we need. It just plugs straight into all the wiring. We've not finished it in this van, and we will update you as soon as we have done. But yeah, it's going to be in this one, and it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be really good when it's finished. I helped do the design for the screen, and we've matched it really closely to the Volkswagen screen in the front. So the whole system, both Jerba and Volkswagen head unit, will all look the same, and it's going to be really, really nice. We'll go up to the back of the workshop now, and we'll have a little look at the high-top, short wheelbase Taranzi, which is a high-top with a toilet in the back. It's looking really, really good, and I think you'll be excited to see it. We'll follow Callum. So Ian and Nathan are both working in this van just now, and it's quite an unusual one because, like I said, it's a short wheelbase high top, but it's been spec'd with a toilet in the back. So just like our rental Sana that I showed you with the toilet in the back, this will be fitted out exactly the same, but it's a short wheelbase, so you lose that 400mm in the cupboards. And if you can remember back to the Sana, it had a toilet, a wardrobe, and then it had a panel directly behind it with the fridge in it. So in this one, the fridge will just go into the wardrobe space that was in the middle, and you can see that this cabinet here is a lot shorter too. So the sink and the hob will both be very close together, unlike in the Sana where they're quite spread apart. Because this one's a high top too, it's a fixed high top, it means no need for a pop top, so you get cupboards up in the top here, and of course there'll be lights in the roof, so this will all be a bit more illuminated, but you'll get your storage space in the top here, and also your wardrobe runs all the way up to the top of the roof on this side. There'll be our drawer in the middle, we've got storage in the back, and we've also got storage in the front here, so big locker in the front. Now this one doesn't have the seats in yet, but eventually it'll have the two single beds, two single seats that you saw in the Sana 2, just down the bottom here. And the fridge will be up in the wardrobe where it should be. We're waiting on John coming over to do a bit more wiring work in there. So yeah, a really nice van, and I'm about 6 foot, so you can see I'm stood here, I've got loads of space. Just the high top gives you a lot of space from the front to the back to just walk around and manoeuvre around. It's a nice big spacious layout. We've got windows either side and a big skylight on top, so loads of light coming in, loads of airflow from them open. Yeah, really, really nice van. So we'll jump in the next one now, and we'll let these guys get back in because everyone's super busy here, but it's just good to see unusual conversions in Jerba. Thanks. So we have another Tyree, I believe, and just slide it open and have a look. We certainly do. Now this one's looking a little bit more complete. Pop on some lights. Yeah. In the back of this Tyree, there's a few added extras. Now this is a customer's van, it's not one for a rental fleet. So we expect a few things that we like. We've got speakers in the back, we've got one here, and we've got one on the side here. We've also got an additional 230 volt socket down here, which is quite a nice little feature. It's really great for running things out into an awning if you plan on having an awning. So yeah, a great little feature to talk about. We've got a 112 seat in this one because it's a short wheelbase, and you have to have a 112 seat if you're having a wireless hob, which is the diesel hot plate and night heater that I've mentioned before. So you'll see because of that, we've got quite deep cabinetry, which is great if you want storage space. So all the cupboards are nice and deep on this one, loads of space. Same in here, you'll see we've got nice deep cupboards. And we've got a big deep trunk in here, so you've got that full height, and it's a double trunk, so it goes all the way down to the floor, and great for storing your bedding, etc, etc. And this one has a separate sink and hob, so you can see we've got cold water sink in here, and we've got a little bit of space in there too. Fridge, put the light on with the freezer box on the top. So this is a really neat little conversion. another neat little feature. And directly behind me, Nathan, who is holding the camera just now, is working on another Transporter Campervan. So he's just sizing up, I think, the worktop. So he's done all his cabinetry, it's all been scribed to fit the van, it's all looking really perfect. And he'll get this worktop on, he'll get it scribed to the van, and then he'll get the sort of outline cut out, get it all trimmed up nicely, and this van's looking really, really good. Doesn't have a roof on yet. I'm assuming it's away for paint, so once the roof's painted, that'll come back, and the guys will bolt it on, do the canvas, and yeah. You go in, you can see this one's got the locker at the back here, so Nathan needs to fit the door on there, and he also needs to fit the lockers along the side, but yeah, apart from that, it's looking pretty good. Now, a lot of these vans I've showed you have all been finished in driftwood, which has been a really, really popular choice this year. We've got our new sand oak, which is a light oak colour, which seems to be picking up a lot of steam. The wood colours seem to be really popular, so it's really good launching them into the offering here. It's nice to have those wood colours on the sides, and a lot of people choose a nice blue or grey like this one for the worktop on the top. So yeah, it's neat. And we did have someone in the chat today talking about how we can better show you guys the colour combinations with wood. So it is something we're looking at. We're going to build some sort of cabinetry in the customer area where you will be able to chop and change wood colours to get a better feel for how they would look in your camper van. So stay tuned for that. So we'll go through into the next door and we'll see what's happening there. We're in the schedule area now. Our vans come, and Vince, our schedule manager, takes them through the first stage of becoming a camper van. So on this one, you can see he's done all the grunt work, the insulation work before, and he's cut the roof out, and he's just trimming this one up nicely. So the carpet trim just gives it a beautiful finish in all your cupboards, and it just makes it look a lot more comfortable, makes it feel a bit more homey. We'll move on to the next one. Now, I didn't actually know this van was here, but it's a really neat van. I think I did a video on this one last week, but it's this lovely new colour that we're launching here at Jerba. And I do believe it's a light blue metallic, so it's quite a grey blue colour, but it does look really, really nice. And this one has been spec'd with leather seats. So Nathan, you come around this way. So we'll give you a better look at this one. This one was all covered up just because we've been storing it for a couple of days before we do some work on the canvas. But yeah, this is looking really nice. It's not wired up yet, but it's again that blue metallic on the cabinetry, and we've got a nice sand oak, the nice light oak on the top. Personally, I think this looks really, really good. Now this doesn't have the base for the rib on, but if I remove the rib cover and I pop it up, you can have a little look at the leather that's going to be on the seats. And this one's got the sort of diamond stitching pattern on it, and that'll eventually have the seat base here and the back on it too, so the full bed. So on the seated side of the bed, you'll have this nice leather in the diamond effect, and it'll look really good. And the thing with rib beds is when you pull them down, you've got this nice soft, flat, black surface to sleep on. So you can have both the lovely leather on one side and a really nice soft and flat surface to sleep on. So it looks really, really good. And it gives you a good idea of what's on the inside of a rib seat too. You can see that we're doing the wiring for the Sergeant unit on this one. So that just needs to be plugged in and tidied up a little bit. And we've also got up the top here the solar panel coming in, so that'll be ran in soon, plugged into the Sergeant, and eventually this will all be finished up. But it's a really nice looking camper van. I actually really, really like this one. And this is what a Sana looks like without any of the kitchen in the back. So we've got the two seats in the front. They're just getting put in the position so we can start drilling the holes in the floor. And this is almost ready for our joiners to start doing the cabinetry in the back and building out the furniture to the customer's spec. Then we'll have the toilet in the back corner here. And we're cooking stuff on this side. So it's trimmed up and it's looking good. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little workshop tour. We'll just do these really quick tours every now and again to show you what we're working on. Please leave a comment and let us know what you'd like to see. We're thinking about bringing in a California and doing a little bit of a side-by-side comparison from one of our vans. So if you'd like that, let us know in the comments. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.